Wow.
There we go.
I'm gonna play one card.
Oh!
3 tens a quarter. Yikes.
Well played, ref. You just keep beating my hands. Congratulations. That's so cold. All right, I call.
Here's the call.
Good hit, Doc.
Expensive water. Yum. Life is good.
I've seen Phil call that fast and be right.
Wow. I'm sorry, Phil. Oh, you got to learn how to read the dealer.
Oh, you somehow have a set. Why wouldn't you?
Wow.
Do I even play in this game? Somehow makes a set. It's like so unfair. The people at home don't even get it. They don't even know how deep we are. The public doesn't know what we're talking about. Just look at her laughing. She knows I got it.
It's all in for 9,900.
This should be game.
Wow. He makes comeback, King of the Hill history. He does it.
Was your regret the Jack-7 hand?
Well, Hellmuth went over there to say good game and to ask his opponent what his biggest regret was tonight.
Oh. Nice hand.
Got him. Good game.
Fuck.
She knows that when that double straddle is on, when she limps in, odds are the players on her left, someone's going to jack it up. So she can very easily disguise her big hands here tonight. Hellmuth with one of those big hands, ace-queen
I'm driving a Bugatti.
in the small blind.
Yeah, getting shots of McCall.
Polk makes it 1,050 with kings.
Liv? No, I'm good. Phil?
Wow.
Phil wants it. He said he wants to be 18. Right?
He's on the fence right now. So
Ambivalent?
one on the
I'm
rocks,
right in the
one
middle
deep.
of something, an
That's okay.
experiment. I'm
But
right in
you're-
the middle of
sorry.
an experiment here, all in.
And Joe limp folds the pocket eights, and turns out that's the right move. She's really up against a bunch of hands that kind of have her crushed. Is Hellmuth gonna get got again? He just reloaded.
It's 48. It's 48. 48.75.
So Polk just calls, and that induces Kaufman to call.
Whoopsie.
So just a couple bucks shy of 15K pre-flop, and Phil Hellmuth is all in for the second time already. We're only in the second segment of the show on Poker Night in America.
What a charmed life Doug Polk has. Who cares if you have big, undefined arms?
I'll take the 1,000.
If your hands are even bigger and better defined.
I mean, like,
Huh?
right, shouldn't I have, like, some
All right, here
odds
comes
there?
the flop. Ace, Jack, King, come on.
I mean, even when the ace hits, he still makes a set.
A check from Polk and Kaufman. We go to the turn. It's a 6 of spades. Kaufman still with the gut shot. Doesn't pick up any more help on the turn.
And Doug's like, what do I guess? I bet this much. 6,000. No shame in folding here, Jeremy.
I'm all in.
What the fudge? Doug
That's a shame.
calls.
Well, I've got 3 outs now.
Oh, God. And I'm stuck 5,000. You saw what's going on here.
Hold!
It's out of a movie.
Hold! Hold! Queen! Ah!
The amount of money that has swung around in these first couple of hands is ridiculous.
That's going on Poker Hands.
I told you guys to play an interesting one.
Not a bad way to start for Doug Polk. He is absolutely wailing on this table.
Just scooped a pot worth over $50,000.
Ace-9 suited for Sean Deeb. Raised to 400.
Phil's back in again. This is his third buy-in of the night. Hey, he's got aces.
Sorry, what exactly is going on? Oh, it's right. Oh, I see. Okay.
It's called No Limit Texas Hold'em.
Oh, that makes sense. That does make sense. It's coming together.
And flop is 6-5 queen.
I mean, the good news for Phil is that the guy who seems least interested in keeping his money is the only person that caught a piece of this. Maybe Phil can start climbing out of his hole this hand. It's Sean Deeb who leads at this.
Call from Hellmuth.
Second pair for Kaufman. After this goes bet, second pair is almost never going to be any good. Not really sure Kaufman cares about that. I think as long as he can still improve. Oh, look at that. He folds.
Where was that move the last hand or two ago?
That's just how bad Phil runs.
A 9 of diamonds.
Okay, so Sean's caught a piece now. A lot of players will check now that they've picked up showdown value. Sean Deeb is not a lot of players.
Turn to set of 9s.
Phil calls all in, not a set of 9s. Sean drawing thinner than someone who's not Sean, misses the river.
Well, there's almost one of those buy-ins back for Hellmuth.
Phil's on the board.
All he had to do is pick up aces.
You broke your cherry, Phil.
Hulk putting in $200 blind. He'll get to act last before the flop.
Hey, watch your hand, Seal.
Joe Kim calls the blind $200 straddle. Sean Deeb making it 800. Welcome to the game, Sean.
Not cool. There's a
2,400.
certain level of respect.
Oh, Phil, what are you doing?
Guys.
Oh boy. All the wrong moves in all the right places here.
Philip Horatio Hellmuth.
Did I?
His instincts
all the way over
sometimes
there?
are just.
I want to ask Greg's advice here. No. Greg, come, you can come in, come in. Are those good cards?
Sean Deeb showing his cards to people. Oh man.
You can have me beat, Phil. It's possible. I also do this card.
Oh, wait. What?
Oh
They
my.
can tell me snap call, so we're safe.
All right, I was bluffing.
You were bluff? You tried to bluff me?
Yeah.
What is happening?
What do you have? 2 9s? Is that your bluff?
What?
No, I was on a stone cold bluff.
So Phil's called the all-in with king 4 off.
Oh, that's really bad for me.
Oh!
It doesn't get any worse than that.
Wait, he could have folded that hand.
That's a look you don't see too often on Phil Hellmuth's face. And there's nothing he can say.
Phil Hellmuth.
Record scratch. I bet you're wondering how I got here.
I hope we chop, you know.
We watched it and we're all still
But
wondering.
I'm so glad he went for a cigarette break. I wouldn't have got 2 king. Well, I mean, 50-50, I would have got that king that Phil got, you know.
I had a 4.
All right, here comes the flop.
Clubs? Oh, I have
3,
clubs, too.
ace, 9.
2-5.
Didn't this happen in Poker Night in
2-5.
America? I had aces
Yeah.
and the other guy had ace 10 the other day. And
No
we got
exciting.
Ooh, 9s and 3s with an ace. Chop it up. Just kidding.
Yeah.
That was amazing. That was honestly amazing.
Was it really? Was it really?
Oh
Are you
my
sure?
I
God.
mean, I'm a Wisconsin fan, but I was not expecting.
That's why the game is played.
And who's this guy?
This is Ari Buckalter.
Somebody checking ID. Is he supposed to be at this table?
You got money, you are welcome.
All right.
Especially if nobody knows who you are.
All right. Come on, come on.
750.
Re-raise, 750.
He's quickly raised out of this pot.
I want to announce to the camera that I'm playing very passive and sitting back and just having fun for tomorrow, but I'm starting to get so tilted right now that I just might start lighting it up very soon.
Okay, buddy.
The camera.
There's cameras everywhere. We got it.
Flop 739.
Security, get this guy out of here.
He just hates neon. So this is a weird raise from Phil pre-flop with ace deuce off. Don't like playing huge pots with ace deuce.
Game's on, boys.
Uh-oh.
Name a hand that ace deuce is doing great against. Go ahead. You can't.
Usually kings, because that
Right.
ace is
Yes,
always coming.
Of course, when you
Right?
have kings,
Right,
ace deuce
yeah.
is a big favorite.
That's got the most blow-up value to it, at least, because you get called when you have kings by ace deuce, and the creep hits the ace.
Oh yeah, tilt city. So Phil, betting the turn here with the nut flush draw, and with the ace of clubs in his hand, Phil can rep the nut flush, even if he doesn't hit a club on the river.
That pole's like blocking everything.
How far we go back?
Deeb calls.
His instincts are just so on point all the time.
Another jack on the river.
Yep. So Phil's now gonna have to bluff this pot.
I'm all in.
All right. Phil had just enough money left behind to not make this an insta-call for Sean.
You might even have like the 9-5 of clubs. I mean, you're in that mode right now.
I don't have 9-5 of clubs. I don't have a 9.
Okay. But I do. Good board to call off. I know Doug is braiding me that GTO says to call, but it's Phil Hellmuth going all in on the river. All right, you got it, Phil. Nice bluff.
Phil is so happy.
Give me those chips. Give me the chips.
Practically leaping out of his chair.
I know it's at his expense, but I am loving watching Jeremy Kaufman.
He seems fine with it. He's having a good time. I just want to know if he has any job openings or whatever he does. Glance straddling deep with a pair.
Sean Blue.
I can't believe someone's belting out Song Blue, and there's not a single diamond at the
Playing
table.
like 35.
Lance has made it 1800 with Ace King.
32.
I like this lineup. I could watch these guys play cards, well, at least for the next couple of minutes.
It's almost.
And we're waiting on Sean Deeb.
Folds the fives, wow.
What? Was that him inadvertently giving respect to Glance, or was that the two players behind it?
Can I get my hand back? If I knew that was happening, I'd call. We both. Can we? I know what Mike's saying was. Can we get our hands back,
We're definitely
please?
calling.
How much is it? 18?
Oh.
Tilt, you know? I mean, like, before we continue, I'm really playing bad. I'm really on tilt.
Wait, we're hearing Phil admit to playing bad. Did we get that on tape?
At least he declared it before the hand.
That was a nice. There's the Neil Diamonds, by the way. Nice flop for Glance.
Oh, damn it. I'm always in the way.
They check to the turn, which is another queen.
Glance checks again. Sweet Caroline, Phil, do not bet.
Just 10s, Matt?
No.
I bet 4,000.
That is 4,000.
Phil firing 4,000 into the abyss. Whoa, whoa, what?
Flash ace king.
What?
the
What? That is crazy. Everyone's folding the best hand.
I had 4 queens. What do you want? I mean, I tried to let him bluff off his
Well
money.
done, Phil
You knew it
Hellmuth.
was coming.
Your reputation precedes you. Well, I don't know if Ashley Deeb learned how to straddle from Sean or Sean learned from her, but like husband, like wife. Ashley Deeb putting in $100 blind. She's gonna get that glass before the flop.
She's a great dog, though.
$350.
Hellmuth is raising up from the big blind to 350 with King Jack.
And 3 playable hands. Domination, nation.
Splitting Phil, I'm the same way about those chips. The little ones need to be on top of the big ones.
Hellmuth dominating Deeb, dominating Montesi.
And the flop is 10-3 queen.
6.
2 pair for Montesi. Checks Hellmuth up and down.
$600 bet from Hellmuth. Not enough to get rid of Deeb.
And it's not going to be enough to get rid of Montesi either.
$2,000.
And there comes a raise to 2,000.
And I like this raise too. Same situation as before. Lots of pairs out there, lots of draws, diamonds, Broadway draws. They can all pay you off here, and you're very likely to have the best hand. It's like a security blanket. What's he doing?
He's so nonchalant with it too. Like, I've been wearing this my whole life.
Ah, my belt. And that's one drawback there is you do fold out some worse hands, but the board's way too wet not to raise.
All right, so we're heads up, going to the turn with 5,600 in the middle with Montesi and The turn is a 6. That doesn't help Hellmuth.
Doesn't change much about this board whatsoever. And Matt should want to bet again here. He's an even bigger favorite.
3,000.
He bets 3,000. That's a call.
And Phil is getting almost 3-1, but he's a 4-1 dog.
3,000, eh?
Call.
All right, Phil does call. While this pot's big now, up over 11,000.
You have a set?
He almost answered him.
The river is a 9, and Hellmuth gets there.
Mullen.
Did he actually get there for once?
I think I have the nuts.
You're good, kid.
4,150.
You got me.
Hey, quit writing mean stuff in the comments, guys. I'm just kidding. Everything you write helps us. It's called engagement. Go to town. Also, like and subscribe, but you'll write the mean stuff too. It's all good.